Hi everyone, my name is Michelle Kelly. Welcome to This Is Your Sign. This is the February 2022 reading for all the fire signs. So Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Welcome to your career and finance reading for the month of February. If you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed yet, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell and you'll be notified every time I do a video, which is every Saturday. And if there are 5 Saturdays in the month, I take the 4th Saturday off, which is not this month, by the way. So let's get into your reading, fire signs. I've been so excited for you guys because I feel like you're transitioning right now into your vocation. And what is your vocation? Your vocation is your soul's purpose, which, you start off your life with jobs and then you go into your career. And then after your career is over, after you retire or something happens to take you out of it, you shift into your vocation, which is your purpose from the divine and what you're really here to do. And I know you guys are in that process right now, and it's a hard time. It's not an easy transition. Like, I would love to tell you like it's smooth and you're just going to go right in from your career into your vocation, and it's this smooth, beautiful, magical transition, but usually it is not. Usually it is like you get thrown into it like, I don't want to say like a tornado, just like when you get there, it's going to be magical, but the getting there has not been, just so you know. So your first card is exchanging gifts, and the next card is by the book and it's upside down, and the last card is message in the bottle and it's upside down. So what this is telling me already is you guys are the gift, and you love giving gifts and you love being the giver. But right at this time, I'm knowing for all of the fire signs, this is your time to receive, which is incredibly hard for you. So being the giver, being the teacher, being the leader, it helps you feel like you're in control, which you guys really needed to do. You really needed to be at the time. But this is time to let go of some of that control, which it is not an easy task what the divine is asking you guys to do right now. But for the prosperity message, it says, all your hard work and efforts, your commitment to learning, creating, and spending your time wisely pays off in ways you have not been anticipating. The gifts of yourself, your time, your ideas, and the energy of your intentions are being reciprocated by the universe, which is sending you signs and signals, aligning synchronistic meetings and opportunities to bring you success and more. Everything is an exchange. Keep doing what you're doing. Goodwill comes back tenfold. So you guys, everything that you have learned has not been for nothing. All of your prior experience up until now has helped you for this shift. And this, by the book, this is like, when it's upside down, I think it's saying like, you used to be the leader and right now you need to be the follower, and that's okay. But it's uncomfortable. It's not the best time when you're used to leading the way. So it says, now is the time for a real change in consciousness as you are incited to revolt. Challenge the structures that are limiting authentic progress. It is not enough to rebel in small ways. This is your call to revolution. Focus on what you really want to achieve, regardless of whether it feels so far outside the box that the established order might reject it. Genius, invention, and transformation are rarely comfortable and less likely to be accepted by the mainstream. It may be time for you to say no to the way of your group, take a stand, and make real changes. This could be that the structure of your inner world is alerting you to the need for a complete overhaul. This is your time for transformation, so let go of the fear of change. Your intuition will lead you through the darkness. There is no turning back now. Trust that the light will dawn. Epiphanies will surely lead to miracles. So you guys, maybe, I don't want to say maybe, because of all your experiences, and honestly, if you are attracted to me, if you are drawn to me, if you are drawn to how I tell you things, how I describe things, you are a leader, you are a healer, and you are psychic. So what does it mean when I say you guys are a psychic and a healer? You can see in between the lines and you can see underneath. And when you have this gift, a lot of times it doesn't feel like a gift. It feels like there's something wrong with you. I am here to tell you there is nothing wrong with you. You see things that people who are going in the opposite direction, by the way, and they're going in the opposite direction by the masses to the point that you look like you're doing it wrong and you're going backwards. Bull to the shit and not true. So as you guys can see underneath and in between the lines, a lot of times the people who reject that are the people who can't see it yet. And maybe part of your process has always been to try to explain it to them, to get them to see it your way. And they haven't been able to, which makes you doubt yourself and second guess yourself. And, you know, I used to think like, if I had an idea about something and I would bring it to somebody, and usually the ideas that I had, I would bring it to somebody who would tell me every worst case scenario to the point that I was like, Jesus Christ, why would I even bother? But really what I realized is I needed to go to people who could support me, not the people who were going to tell me every worst case scenario to the point that my idea looks stupid and I look like it was wrong and that no one was ever going to do it. What that meant was this person wasn't going to be able to help me and they weren't the right audience. Not, I wasn't meant to do it. So this is not, you're not meant to do it. There is going to be an audience for it. That is the hardest part of this. If you see it and you believe it, there are other people that see it and believe it too. They might not be people in your immediate surroundings. It doesn't mean you're not meant to do it. It means the people that can support you are not the ones around you right now. But the more you put your idea out there, the more you let other people know what it is, I swear to God, the divine spirit, your ancestors, your angels, they will start sending the people to find you. Now, when you start something off at first, even if one person says, oh my God, thank you for doing this, that is your confirmation. That is your affirmation. A lot of times, because of the way the world is right now, we need instant gratification. If over 1,000 people don't like my stuff, it means I'm not meant to do it. That is not true. It is hard and it's going to be a long road, but it doesn't mean you're not supposed to do it, fire signs. So the ideas that you guys are having, people need. Okay, I'm going to give you one more thing about your vocation. Create the things you wished existed? So I am going to ask you this question. It is deep. It is a question that you might not be able to answer right this second, or even a couple minutes from now, even a couple days from now. It could take you weeks, it could take you months, and it might take you years. So I'm going to give you a chance to go get a pen and a piece of paper because you're going to want to write this down. What did you want or need that wasn't available to you? What did you want or need that wasn't available to you or for you? So what is it that you wished that you had and it wasn't available? That is your job to create it. Now, it's a process from being able to answer this question and figure out who is meant to receive this, who is your audience, who are your people. It might start off with a very, very small group. It doesn't mean you're not meant to do it. You guys are transitioning, and when I was saying it is not an easy transition, when you are meant to be a leader, when you are a map maker, fire signs, you are coming out of hell, you're going into your heaven. So as you're going into your heaven, as you are a map maker, there might not be anybody to follow. So you're going to come up with this. So a lot of times, and I know you guys because I've been studying the fire signs, and you guys want to do everything perfectly. You want to have all the information correct before you get started. You like to have all the answers before you begin. That is great. There's nothing wrong with that. However, this by the book, you don't have to know the ending of the story before you begin. You can learn as you go. The people that are going to be drawn to you, that are going to be attracted to you, the reason why they're going to be drawn to you and because they're attracted to you, the only thing they need you to be is sincere and genuine. If you are sincere and genuine, people do not mind if you're not perfect or if you make mistakes, because the people that are going to come and be a part of this are here to support you because they love you and they want to be near you and they trust you and they value you because of your sincerity. So just so you know, it doesn't have to be perfect before you get started. You can learn as you go. So I know the procrastination, a lot of times what that is about is you're afraid to get it started because you're afraid it has to be perfect. It does not have to be, by the way. The next one is message in a bottle, and it's upside down. So I think you guys are looking for confirmation and affirmation that you're supposed to be doing this. And this video is the confirmation for you guys. It is time. Your time has come. Everything that you have, your information, the way you see things, your perception, people need that. The world needs that. So it says, are you refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them? Red flags are pretty decorations for you to admire. They are warning you for a reason. If something doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be behind the bushes. Don't ignore the signs. Spirit always has your best interests at heart and will draw your attention to what you are overlooking. So you guys, maybe you are getting some signs that certain things aren't right or certain people aren't meant to support you at this time. it doesn't mean you're not meant to do it. It means the people who aren't able to support you, they are not there yet. Just so you know, you guys are ahead of the game. You see things first. It doesn't mean you're crazy, and it doesn't mean you're wrong. A lot of times what happens is people come out after and say, oh my God, I'm so great. Thank God for you. Thank you for doing this. I always wanted to do it, but I couldn't. Or, you know, it's scary being the leader. It's scary taking the responsibility because you don't want to be wrong. Part of that is maybe you grew up in an environment where it wasn't safe for you to be wrong or to make a mistake. And I am here to tell you from the divine, I am so sorry that happened to you. That was awful. And because of that, you don't live there anymore, just so you know. But I know sometimes it feels like you still do. So it says, share your art with the world. It is time to allow others to enjoy your creative work. So you guys are creative, and I want to let you know that I think that you did everything by the book, the way you thought the world wanted you to do that. And as a result of that, it took your soul and it took your spirit. And you are getting your soul and your spirit back, which is such a gift. You are right on time. You are not too late, and it's not too early. You are right on time. And no matter what age you are, the world needs to see your art. So this girl is painting, and there is a waterfall behind her. So I'm thinking nature. I'm thinking art. It can come up, and your creative work can come up in all different sorts of ways. So whatever you're drawn to, whatever you love, and people might have told you, you can never make a living doing that. Not true. That is not true. So you guys, if you haven't been able to allow yourself to do your creative work, start taking a drawing class, take a paint class, get out your crayons, get out in nature. Usually your best ideas come when you are not thinking about them, when you're not like, God, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? A lot of times things come to you when you're not focusing on it. So the next one says healer, and I told you, you guys, we're healers. You have the spiritual gift of healing and the desire to share it with others. You guys, you have wings behind you, and you are meant to help other people heal. But what this reading has told me is you guys have healed and are healing, and your wings are coming out, and you're meant to fly, and the world is meant to see this. You guys, you are doing the work. Congratulations. This is not easy to do. This spiritual gift that you have, it did not feel like a gift when you were getting it, and that you have it. And so what you need to do during this, what this reading is letting me know, is as much as you are a spiritual healer, you need to reach out to the people that you see that are spiritual healers. I'm telling you right now, I am one of them. This gift of spiritual healing is such a gift, and so many people need this. You guys have it. Your presence alone, just being near you, people want to be near you. They feel your energy. This is, you can trust yourselves. And perfectionism, remember I was talking to you guys about that? It says polishing your creative project is fine, but don't allow perfectionistic fear to result in procrastination. This is what I was saying to you guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You already are perfect, by the way. You are God's creation. You are created in the image and likeness of God. You're already perfect. So the procrastination, the fear. So let me just let you know, the people that are going to come to you, that are going to be able to support you, are not looking to point out what you're doing wrong. The people that do that, believe it or not, and it doesn't feel like that, the people who come around you and you feel like, God, I'm so stupid, or God, why did I do that? Those people, they don't know this, but their soul knows this, are just showing you parts of yourself that you haven't healed yet. So they are showing you parts of yourself that you haven't healed yet. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like they're criticizing you. It feels like they're condemning you. It makes you feel like you're not enough, or it makes you feel like you're an imposter. If those feelings come up from certain people, they are just showing you parts of yourself that you haven't healed yet. It actually is a reflection of them and where they are. It has nothing to do with you, but if it feels like it does, they are showing you parts of yourself that you need to heal and work on. But when it's happening, it feels like they think I'm stupid. They think I'm an idiot. They don't think I know what I'm doing. It's okay to feel that way. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. It just means they're showing you parts that you need to work on. Eventually, as you heal that part of yourself, you will look back and think, thank God for these people, because they might help you step it up. They might help you be like, fuck you, watch me. I'm going to do this now. So they're really here to take you to the next level. Their soul knows that. They don't know it on a level. If you understand what I'm saying when I tell you their soul knows it on a soul level, you guys are at a level that some people are never meant to get to. So when you hear me talk like this and you actually are like, Michelle, I know what you're talking about. Not everybody is meant to be where you are or get to where you are. It doesn't mean there is something wrong with them either. It just means they aren't ready yet. They can't hear you because they're not meant to. So you can tell when you're really healed, when you are really healed and you can tell somebody doesn't understand you, they don't know what you're talking about, and you're like, thank you so much for letting me know this, but I'm going to move on. When this person can't hear you, when this person rejects you, what they are secretly telling you is, I am not the person who can help you. And next. So this means, and this is what this means, and it's very hard, fire signs. I've had to do this, and because you're a leader, because you're a map maker, you are going to get rejected a lot. You are going to cry a lot. It doesn't mean you're not meant to keep going. It doesn't mean you're not meant to do this. And it doesn't mean it's gonna be easy, but it is gonna be worth it. And you guys work for God and the divine, and I know you know it. And when you get to that place, it is scary to actually tell people, you are not crazy. Crazy people do not question their sanity ever. It doesn't even cross their mind. So this says clean energy food. When you fuel your body with a healthy or organic diet, you increase your energy levels and the ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, to better ideas and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationship. So you guys, food is the hardest thing ever. It is a setup every single meal for failure. It is very hard to do, but as you guys are able to address your food issues, it is going to help clear out the fog, help you to start trusting yourself more, helping you come back into your body, and helping you to hear the messages directly from the divine. I can tell you how the divine speaks to you and how you can hear it. This is how I hear it. So I'm going to tell you what happens for me, how I can hear the divine talking to me. First of all, any thought that comes into my mind that is kind and loving is coming from God, is coming from source, is coming from your higher power, your angels, your ancestors, whoever you believe in and pray to. Kindness and love is from the divine and spirit and God, whoever you believe in. I believe in God, the universe, whatever you believe in. Anything kind and loving is from God. Anything that is not kind, that makes you doubt yourself, second guess yourself, feel stupid, feel not worthy, whatever that is your ego. That is operating out of your head, and that is not true. So anything that isn't kind and loving is coming from your ego or other people's ego, and that is what you used to do to protect yourself and keep yourself safe. It is not wrong that you needed to operate out of your head. So now the divine is letting you know that it is safe to operate out of your heart. You are safe. You can expose that. You have the tools now. Before you didn't have the tools. So now you can operate, and showing your heart is your biggest gift. That is your biggest gift. So showing and exposing your heart, it didn't feel like a gift. It felt like a curse when you didn't have the tools to keep your heart safe. You guys now have the tools. And this says no more complaining. Complaints are affirmation of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have the abundance of choices and freedom. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have your abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. So you guys, I know that the victimhood thing, okay, we all were victims. We didn't know how not to be. You didn't know how not to be a victim. You were never taught. You now have the tools. I think you guys go back and forth between head or heart, like you have to pick one or the other. What is happening right now for you is your head and your heart are coming together and they are meeting, which is your gift. So taking back your power, you know, it takes a long time to step into your power, and it's baby steps. And it's like dipping your toe in the water, and you like dip it in and then you take it out. and then you dip it in and you're like, okay, maybe I can put my whole foot in, and then you take it out, and then you're like, no, and then you have people telling you, why do you want to go in the water anyway? Why do you need to be near the beach? The mountains are better. Why do you want to dip your toe in the water? You don't know how to swim. No one ever taught you how to swim. You don't need to be there. That stuff happened to you, and I'm sorry. You're allowed to start inching back in. You can trust yourselves, you guys. You can trust yourself. And it says employment change. Your career path is leading you into a higher direction. You guys, this girl is hugging a horse, and horses are all about freedom. And, you know, I keep thinking of that song by the Rolling Stones, Wild Horses Couldn't Drag Me Away. So I don't know if there's horses or anything that touches you with that, but it says, with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passion, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. And you guys, I think you've had confirmation and affirmation that you're in the right direction. It's okay that you need more validation. One of the things that I've learned is to stop going to people who can't validate me or support me for support. Because every time I did that, it fed into my, I'm not supposed to do this. This is really hard. You are supposed to do this. This is affirmation and confirmation that you guys, you're meant to lead the way. You are leaders. Thank you so much for watching, fire signs. This is your sign, signing off for the month of February. Thank you so much for watching.